Real combat. Real action. Carnage Media.
These gauntlets are especially nice because they're done with a crowd, and the ones I had to do back in the day, they weren't actually in front of a crowd, and they were done during practice times. This is at nighttime whenever you'll be fighting, so it's a really nice simulation, you know.
That's a great point, yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing, you know, I fought last time at like 10 o'clock at night, and usually I'm in bed by then, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, it's just something you got to get used to, but this is definitely something that helps.
And we've got some boxing, by the way, coming up here. So we have Isiah Keeler versus Jeffrey Montgomery in two-minute rounds of amateur boxing action. One of my other favorite parts about these charity events is getting boxing in the octagon.
Yeah, it's so cool, isn't it? With the cage and everything, no ropes. I had a kickboxing match here, and I threw a spinning back fist, and my arm got caught in the ropes. That wouldn't happen in the cage.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Wow, these two young men are really going at it, just kind of letting the leather fly, looking to impress the crowd here.
Yeah, absolutely. I've trained with Isiah, both kickboxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he's definitely a good training partner, so I expect nothing less of him.
Yeah, both fighters focused on the upstairs. Let's see if we get some eye-level switch. Oh, nice left there. I love seeing that. I know it's just a charity event, but I love that instinct, right, of we saw him just kind of close in right there. And look for what could have been a finish if it were a one of those Saturday night 10 p.m. bouts, right?
Right. A lot of times this is our fighters' chances to get our hard rounds in, because usually when we're at our practices, we're usually trying to take care of each other as much as we can, because we all have fights coming up and we all have jobs to get to, so nobody's trying to get beat up too bad at practice.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Yeah, you would want to you don't want to send anybody home broken and bruised to go back to work the next day. So it's great. And also I think for some of these fighters, and this is an experience I'll never have, so I'll need you to fill me in, but if you've never fought in front of a crowd, I feel like this probably kind of helps maybe soothe any nerves you might have.
Yeah,
at least it's a crowd. You got people here. It's a pretty good crowd here tonight at Venue 18. So yeah, I think you had mentioned that before, having those gauntlets in front of a crowd. It's probably a little bit, you can get a little bit of an energy boost, right, when there's an audience?
It's priceless, in my opinion, to be able to have this, as opposed to, you know, just going out there for your first time and experiencing it for your first fight. Because that was like a big thing for me, and it didn't go away until I got hit in the face. Like, I was really nervous. They shut the cage, and it was like, oh my, this is real. We're being locked in a cage together. We're about to fight. So it's just all those nerves are, you know, adding up. So having all this in front of the crowd first is a huge asset for sure.
Yeah, I think you said that first punch probably usually snaps you in, right? Like, okay, yeah, I'm here. I'm ready to work.
Yeah, gets the attitude going.
So once again, folks, this is a charity event for Steve Yonts. Everybody who is in attendance live has donated to the cause, and we love that very much. And we're off to round two here in this boxing match. Up next, we've got more boxing from Venue 18 in Fostoria, Ohio.
Nice head movement here.
Yeah, I like that. Some good footwork, too, from him.
Some pretty heavy, clean shots, too.
Is there a big advantage? I just noticed, it took me a minute. Amin would be ashamed of me for not noticing the footwear game, but how big is the difference? Somebody fighting with their shoes on and somebody fighting barefoot?
Honestly, it depends on what you're used to, because I've put on a pair of wrestling or a pair of boxing shoes after not wearing them for months, and I start tripping myself up. But if I start training in them, then I would have the advantage as opposed to not wearing them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So this might have been a personal comfort level choice here to go without. So here we go. More action coming. We're looking for the jab there. Nice response. So at this level, when you're looking at young fighters, some of the stuff you're looking at, right, is the footwork, the head movement. What are some other things that you're looking for, or that you would look to see young fighters like this improve upon their game?
Definitely head movement's a big thing, just because that's where most of your counters are going to open up. You know, you hear people yell out in the crowd a lot of times, like coaches and corners saying, make them miss, make them pay. And that's huge, where if you find them or catch them out of position where they punch right over your head or your ear, now you've opened them up for a world of counters, and there's a lot of options you can go to from there.
And there we go. That ends round number 2, which I believe will end our bout here. So first boxing bout in the cage tonight is in the books. Isiah Keeler versus Jeffrey Montgomery.
It was a really good match, really good bout.